Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. It's always a... Huh? No, not canceling it, no. It's always great to see everyone here. And if the sisters, if you don't mind coming up front, if you're comfortable in the back, please feel free, inshallah. If you're comfortable there, it's just that there's emptiness in the middle, which means like there is people, there's no people, there's people. It's just only if you're comfortable. That's great. So, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim wa salatu salam ala ashraf al-mursaleen Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam taslim kathira. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. At the beginning, I would like to welcome everyone who came and thank really the team for this amazing preparation, and thank Sister Dia for making it very. This is very pro. I feel like I'm on a TV show. Inshallah, we will be starting just to kind of share the general purpose of these meetings. We started in 2017 after we surveyed the community. We heard that. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. We heard from our community that it's important for us to hear the community feedback on the things that we're working on. And we could not be more grateful for everyone who showed up here today and everyone who is joining us online for us to hear the feedback of our community members, inshallah. We'll be starting, inshallah, with a beautiful recitation of the Quran of our dear Sheikh Abdul Hamid, and I will give him some time. What, Ibrahim? Ibrahim Abdul Hamid Asqan. Coordinated. Khalas, inshallah. So with that, Ibrahim, inshallah, will start us off with recitation from the Quran. Tafadhal, Sayyid Ibrahim. If you want to sit down, if you want.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ibrahim Askam, and I'm going to be doing Ayat al-Kursi. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوذه حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم صدق الله العظيم. Thank you. Here you go.
Takbir. Jazakallah khair, Ibrahim. And inshallah, we're gonna make this as much as possible open for everyone, inshallah, to participate. So I'm gonna try as much as possible to speak less, at least this time. I will try. It's something when you hold the mic, you feel like you're just go on a rant. So a quick update, inshallah, since our last time that we met here at ICPC Clifton. One of the things that does anyone remember what we discussed here last time we met? Those who came to that town hall meeting? So ICPC has 5 arkan, 5 whys, 5 almost like arkan al-Islam. We have also 5 areas of focus. And that is our welcoming culture, our academic structure, our service excellence, community development, and financial sustainability. So when we were here 6 months ago, we discussed our academic structure, what we're doing with the ICPC academics, and the overwhelming majority back then of the attendees shared with us their eagerness for ICPC to focus on more investment with our shabab. With the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we hired Sheikh Yusuf Bakir, and now he spent the camp with the Shabab, and there's another surprise and inshallah biznillah coming up next month, which is also an investment in hiring more educational leaders that will take care of our shabab. So for that we need a huge takbir. The only takbir I heard was Sheikh Abdul Hamid. So we need another takbir for education, please. Sheikh, Allahu Akbar, is there? Allahu Akbar, yes. So alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, the reason why I'm bringing this up is that alhamdulillah when we hear the feedback from our community, we use that as our North Star and our kind of guidance to say that this is what we need to work on. With your patience, with the efforts of everyone on the team, alhamdulillah, we have now Sheikh Yusuf Bakir, and inshallah, we hope to continue growing with the most essential element of the ICPC kind of programs, which is education at the end of the day. It's very important for our community to focus on these 5 whys. Again, making sure that ICPC is an open place, it's a welcoming place for everyone. And when we say everyone, we're saying that males, females, Arab, non-Arabs, whatever it is. And to the extent also, we need ICPC to be welcoming for Muslims and non-Muslims alike, because we are a place for social change, and wherever we can do this social change, inshallah, ICPC had contributions and will continue to have these contributions, inshallah, for more futures to come. Service excellence, a lot of thanks and efforts to all the social services that are happening at ICPC under the leadership of Sister Rana, and of course, I will make just a disclaimer, a lot of the work that are happening at ICPC has the involvement of Sheikh Khatanani, so anything I say, there's a percentage of the credit is going to the Sheikh and everyone else. And then the discussion of today, it's our 4th area of focus, and that is, whoever tells me the 4th area of focus will buy me lunch, inshallah. So lunch is on you tomorrow, Sheikhna. Inshallah, biznillah. So community development is our 4th area of focus, and it's a 4th area that we're saying that it's important for the success of ICPC. So everything that you see here, it's what we're defining as key steps that we need to do to reach the success that we want, inshallah. And what is ICPC success? Ibrahim. Excellent.
We can also help the services. We can get staffs, and we can have volunteer people to help us.
Takbir. I mean, this is it. This is it, Ibrahim. I think Ibrahim for president, everyone. That's it. I can retire as Sheikh Abdul Hamid, and now we have. This is it. You summed up everything. It doesn't take me that quickly to mention what I want to say. You beat me to it. I learned. That's it. The rest of the meeting will be conducted by Ibrahim. Jazakallah khair, Ibrahim. This is precisely what we're working on. And you mentioned.
Our boards are actually really nice. I'm not lying. My school has one in each class. Like here, I learned it from kindergarten. I had smart boards from kindergarten to now.
Yeah.
They're really good. Like your computer, instead of just looking at the board. What am I learning right now? You get to have your own like 2 pens and an eraser. You can use your fingers. You can. It's amazing.
This is great.
It has its own website and everything.
MashaAllah. Takbir, please. And a huge round of applause for Ibrahim. Really. So So Ibrahim, you gave us an example of something that we used to do, which is education, and how can we develop it, which means how can we make it better. And this is exactly what we're discussing today. How can we also develop the community? So we have someone like Ibrahim who shows great input and insights. How can we develop Ibrahim? Whose parent is in charge of this daughter? But in also we're defining success to us when ICPC reaches its vision. A community inspired by the Quran and the prophetic way will be a result, at least we're hoping, is a result if we work on all these things. So if someone comes to their masjid and see that we're using the right technology and they're working with welcoming staff and all this, then we will have a community inspired by the Quran and the prophetic way. I was speaking to a brother today, and we're talking about how we need to develop those who are involved in the Islamic work. But the more critical question is not how they develop. The more critical question is that how we're offering to them the environment to develop. Because that's their responsibility, but our responsibility to make sure that the environment is there for them to develop. So I want to open the conversation today with all of you with ideas and things on how us as a community we should develop. Is that clear? So when we're saying that ICPC wants to attract, develop, motivate, and retain productive talent and create social bonds with other organizations, does everyone understand and can imagine with us what this means when we put it into practice? And this is kind of the conversation that we want to have from you today. What does it mean to have a developed community? Oh, dear brother, what's your name? I'm sorry, you were too. That's sorry. I'm Omar.
Other organizations, like what? Like which organization?
Excellent question. Sheikh Hamid, okay, تفضل.
Just to bring attention that we need to work on developing within our two facilities, to work on getting to the level that we are already to that level, so we can reach out. And also there is another thing: are we in the same page with the other organizations? Are our concerns are the same as the other organizations? And also, my question: what do you mean, like what the brother said, by organizations?
Yes.
Other masajid, other like Islamic Relief, or the other the works for the humanity and this and that. You have to specify exactly which parts of the involvement with the other organizations.
Yes. Excellent. So help me answer this question that you just asked me. When we say other organizations, what do you think helps us to define that? Which organization we need to partner with? Brother Bassif.
Society organizations, like other, basically, possibly, I'm guessing, religious
Organizations, okay.
society, like hospitals could be an organization.
So
Relief,
why did you pick
charity.
why did you pick those organizations?
What comes in mind, basically, because of the faith that we have.
Because
Exactly,
the faith. So what you did, Brother Basil, and I think what everyone subconsciously also do, is that we aligned the other organization interests with ours. We said that we are interested in developing people religiously. Let's look at other people who are doing similar things and let's align together. So we believe, what do we mean by, and I will give you an example to illustrate this point better. When we say that we need to develop our communities, well, the building block of this community is the individual like Ibrahim. And we say, part of Ibrahim's development, it's camps, it's counseling. We will look in our society, and what our society is the Passaic County, and we will find that there's Boy Scouts. There might not be in alliance with us when it comes to the faith, but they're definitely in alliance with us when we're saying that we need to develop our youth. And this area of focus is saying we need to understand which organizations are helping us reach our goals. In this, as you mentioned, hospitals, we actually, ICPC is an advisory board member to St. Joseph's Hospital. ICPC is working with the county on social services. ICPC is part of a lot of civic engagement initiatives, but we need to work more because we understand that fixing these social problems cannot be ICPC's responsibility alone, and we need to do it via partnerships. So this is what was meant by this idea of, and we meant to keep it vague because the principle needs to live. The application of it is up to what is needed at what time. تفضل أخي باسل, and then I will go.
No, actually, just picking up on that point, what I think is that we really have to tackle the problem from top down rather than from bottom up, meaning that we have to actually identify what are the needs that we are looking for. Are we looking for in terms of the development, social, financial, religious, whatever that might be? That's the first point. Once we know exactly what the end, what the goal is, we reach out to those specialized organizations that can help us to achieve the goal that we are having. With that, I mean, to me, my own opinion is that, backing up your point, is that it could be Islamic or non-Islamic organization. As long as it helps us to achieve our goal, that's all that counts. That's what I have to say. Thank you.
Fair. Brother Bassett.
What I wanted to say is actually before we actually connect with other organizations, we need to make sure that our individuals are really, really true Muslims in every aspect. I'm not trying to be like racist or in this remark, like nobody's perfect,
Yeah.
okay? But we want to be true Muslims. We have issues when you come to Salat al-Tarawih here.
Right.
Some of our individuals would park in the bank and cross the lawn and destroy the lawn.
Right.
They would just park on blocking driveways, even
Right.
though the announcements are like all over the place.
Right.
So before we connect, we have to actually, before we connect, we want to make sure that we're actually an idol to those organizations before we actually connect with them. So we need to work on ourselves
Right.
first.
So, tell me if I understood this.
Okay, or
Are we okay as a community? Like, where is our baseline? You're saying?
are we here with what I just said?
Do I agree with you what you're saying? My role is not to agree. My role is to listen and digest. And yes, I agree with you 10,000%. But I want to listen. So,
The reason why I said that is actually, as I said, true Muslims.
yeah. So let me ask you.
I'm not talking about myself.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect.
Let me ask you this.
Myself.
Is it a sign of a community that is developing that it's almost that you're eradicating this parking problem? Will this be a sign of a community development? Would you agree?
Single individual.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Every
saying,
single individual of ours represents the entire.
of course. So if you visit a developing country and you see how they drive, and then you visit a developed country, you will say that this is a very well-developed community, whereas these guys are still trying to get it right, correct? So us, ICPC, as a community, can take a project, which I think they wrote it down already. A sign of our community development is something as simple on how organized we drive and park. Did I get that right? And it's not only a feel-good action, it's part of being a good Muslim that you don't hurt your neighbors and you abide by the rules. I agree with you bazillion%. Sisters, Maryam, if you want to share something. I know people don't like to be put on the spot. Okay. Any thoughts before I go to Brother Said? تفضلي Sister Esman. I'll come back to you, Doctor, inshallah.
In terms of the academic and personal development of the youth, character-wise, is it becomes kind of like conflicting for them at times to rather go with the peer pressure and norm, or to listen to the parents in the family or to the religious leaders and how and what to be. For example, I'll just say that this afternoon I was sitting with a sister, and two of her children, one after the other, not at the same time, they came and they started speaking with the mother. And the mother had to remind them each time individually when they came, I have someone with me, do the salam. And they did the salam. And later on, while they were sitting, I just remembered and I asked, even though I never asked that, my Filipino language never came to me, but I'm like, when you go to your classrooms, what do you do? Do you greet? And they're like, no. Your teacher greet you all? No. Do you greet each other? No. So they don't have that even the concept of greeting to understand
I see.
that salam
I see.
is the basic thing.
And what you're suggesting is that part of, if we want to develop our...
Engage them as partners,
I see.
and because they have, for example, I take my own school district. They have the whole program of character development,
I see.
character education. But if the character education is just only, oh, be trustworthy, be caring, but it's not coming from the basic values, basic foundation, then it's not working.
I see. Fair point. Excellent. Doctor.
Yes, actually, there might be a lot of different issues that brothers and sisters that might identify as how. We need to actually be a little bit strategical by actually define what. What are the needs? And then we can plan together as a community how to actually resolve or tackle the issue to achieve what. So there are two different issues, and let's be more, I would say, I don't know, I mean, this is my background being strategist, is that we should always define what before we jump into the how.
Right.
And I guess that's a very important issue to all of us to keep that in mind. Because, I mean, they are bringing very valid, very valuable points, but we actually need to get to what?
Identify the problem.
Right. So I think we agree on the thought process. We defined that we call them our 5 whys, why we're doing what we're doing.
Even specifically, I'm talking about
Yeah,
for example,
so
the community development. We need also sub-branch of that main theme is that we have these sub-ideas, and we need to define these sub-ideas. And if I may just add to that, what we could do is that to be more practical is that to create specialized people on that specific sub-idea in terms of what the brother said in terms of, for example, organizing and behavioral things. We need people with actual behavioral science to advise us and to actually chip in to, to actually tackle that issue. So that's the idea, is that here we have the community development, and we can go on to these sub-ideas to bring in these specialized people, so this way we can solve them. And at that point, we could determine how we actually tackle it.
excellent. Excellent, Ibrahim.
Don't want to be the spotlight of this whole thing, but I'm also thinking, why wouldn't we have non-Muslims?
Yeah.
Not trying to be mean, Christians and other people that do not believe in Allah, or believe in Allah but not, directly. Why wouldn't it, we're now we have main things to do for this program. The first main thing to do, bring as much people as we can to believe to enter Islam, to join Islam. Also when he said that we need specialized sources, we could try to make this place better than it was. From the first day we have entered this area, cleaned it, specialized it, mostly. We have many things to discover, so then we can make ICPC better.
Inshallah.
Here's to our background.
Sheikh Abdul Hamid, I guess someone is after my job. Yani, he's not letting me do anything around here.
It's a lot of burden. I don't want you to do that.
Your words are very great.
Look,
We
my,
can
my
help.
school, this is me all day. Instead of just listening to teachers sometimes, someone just speak, hey, okay, this one. I
Ex-
like to speak a lot.
Excellent, excellent. And you're speaking, you're sharing with us great things, Ibrahim. Just to update or share with, so our board of trustees, they taken each one of these areas of focus and they broke it down into 4 sub-initiatives. And under each of these initiatives, there's a list of projects. And this is something that we'll be sharing with our General Assembly tomorrow, which is attract people to come and work on certain projects that are helping these or serving these areas of focus. The point of this conversation today is to hear from you more on how can we develop our community, and then we can add these projects to our board, inshallah, homework to do for the next 3 years.
The part of community development is the facilities.
Yes.
And the question here comes for the building that we were talking about it like since I came to ICPC, I think only before. And do we have any updates that we could bring it to our community and tell them that and this day, inshallah, you're going to have a swimming pool in there, you're going to have classes. Because trust me, Brother Omar and all the brothers who are here, today, mashallah, the number of students who joined the program here was huge.
Yeah.
And we are suffering to find rooms for them to make our outcome very professional and also to give the students the environments that they deserve so they can love the place and interact more with the teachers. Part of the development is to provide the places, the facilities, the building, the concrete
Yeah.
side of the projects.
Yeah. There is no update that I can share with the community right now to say that this is the definitive day. What I can definitely share with everyone that the amount of effort that it's going to make this dream come true is never ending. There are things that we're working on. There are challenges that we need to face. And we're sharing with the community what we can actually share. There's the information that we have that we can. There's a lot of challenges. What I can say that we're working to get all these facilities up and running as soon as we can, inshallah. But it needs a community to rally around these areas of focus and say that we need the facility, and not only we need. And this is how we're going to help to make this vision come true.
The question is how to make the community rush and help
Yes.
To get that facility as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Is there tools or we have to demonstrate for that? What we have to do exactly from our part as a community?
Yeah.
What's our duties?
I will have it noted that we will have to figure out a way to engage the community to support us in getting this project up and running. Maybe we are dealing with a lot of the things in the back scene, and then maybe we just need to have the community more involved and tell them this is the update. You know, we're having these hurdles so that they're more engaged with the process.
Like for example, I go to Sunday school. I've heard that there's you can learn Quran and also learn your like school properties. So it's like school and Quran. Just like my dad said, we could use this concrete for a better civilization. We have rooms here which are small and not really outgoing. Not to say that it's actually a really nice place. We can make it better. We can make it bigger.
Inshallah.
Bigger than our imagination can take us.
This is precisely right. Yes. We need to.
I love it.
Great. No, we'll definitely be having lunch, me and you together, inshallah. Inshallah. Yeah. Well, you're paying, Sheikh. You're paying. Inshallah. Good. More from the sisters. How are we doing on time? What time is it right now? 6? Okay.
So I think the issue is community development.
Yes, hold on.
That's
You need to share this with everyone, please.
Once more.
No,
I think the community development has many areas, but one of them, which we aim to do, which is the youth center and community center, and I think we are very um, late in this issue. I know that we started very early before any other center in maybe in the country, but unfortunately until this moment we did not finish or we did not start. So I think we need to take that mission as the top priority. We want to put community development and community center before welcoming culture. So we have to take it the main challenge for us now. I think it is the main challenge. I know that it is not only the building. We need programs and services, and we have to get ready for that position, because when we have that building, we need people who run that building. So we have to have a plan for community development. Community development needs a lot of brothers and sisters coming together to put that strategic plan for this goal. So I believe we need to even to put the issue of community development into a project, big project. It is. I believe that it is the main sign of the success of the boards in the past and in the future. جزاكم الله خير.
Brother Said.
Next question I have education page. Do you have any plan to finish full-time Arabic school? I'm not talking about Islamic school.
Say that again.
Do you have any vision for full-time either after school program? Because I've been in New York, I see our message comparing to ICPC is nothing. They have full-time affordable Arabic class after school for the kids. That's my an issue, because we after 14 years a child, if he didn't start learning Arabic after 14, I don't believe he will not make it to learn Arabic.
Right. So you're saying that it's important for us to have a program, an after-school program, dedicated only for Arabic.
Yes.
For what is the age group that you're referring to?
Yeah.
What is the age group?
Yeah. Starting early.
4 to 14.
14, yeah.
I see.
And library on the side. If we can afford to have a library on
Yeah.
the side, that's better.
You use the word affordable. What is that? What is that like? What do you think is the right some price for a program like this?
Okay, I would say each one in the community can pay. I would say, yeah. Comparing to myself, I can pay what Islamic school asking for. Even if they are academically, they are not professional.
Hmm.
But I would say 600 for me. I have three kids. 600, I will never make it. I put them in a income for 1 year. I could not afford it. At the end of the year, I moved away.
Hmm. Yeah. Fair. So an after-school program that is focusing primarily on Arabic.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Brother Bassel.
Since to be honest with just a personal opinion, I could be wrong, but my since if we're investing in individuals, in
Yes.
our individuals, in
Yes.
our youth, basically, first, if we can, let's say, my goal as a parent is to have my kids from pre-K to until college in an Islamic school.
Mhm.
Okay, if I can afford it, why not? But as a community, if I can do it, and alhamdulillah, my kids are in Islamic school, other people cannot do it.
Right.
And there are a lot of people, a lot of our community, basically, kids are in public schools. And we're basically exposing the kids to the other things
Right.
that are like basically don't agree with, and they have to go with the flow.
Right.
And some of them don't have the strong
Right.
towards the faith, towards being a Muslim, towards whatever. So we're losing a lot of them.
Right.
And I'm not ashamed to tell you that one of, as a matter of fact, my cousin who lives in Minnesota was an older guy who actually changed his faith because he wasn't exposed to
Mm.
he wasn't practicing, and a lot of our community don't practice. We need to get involved, at least in the early stages, to build a base in those individuals, and the turnaround will be in the future, not now. 10 years from now, as the Sheikh Al-Qurani said, we're very late in doing this, but you know what? Why don't we just start picking up the pieces and start investing in those individuals? Once we invest in those individuals, they'll go out to society, they'll become leaders, physicians, doctors, but with a strong faith, strong base. They'll pay back to the community, help other people. So I think that to be honest with you, I think that you guys, and I don't want to basically, I don't want to say that I don't have a responsibility myself too, not you guys, us, let's put it this way, that we have really, really, really a long way to go. We have to actually start right now on doing,
And
investing in these
yeah.
at least little kids, like my brother right here, that said I put him in the hikmah for a year.
Yeah.
Cannot afford it.
Yeah.
He has to give them up to the public schools.
Yeah.
Public schools are not easy.
Yeah.
They're like, you can't put a student in a public school and expect them to graduate a sheikh
Right.
at the end of the road.
Right.
You can't do that.
Right.
I mean, I see it.
So if so that we make sure that they're writing the notes right. Part of the community development at large, you're starting it from the block, which is the individual, and we need to invest in these individuals from the youngest age as possible. And in order for us to invest in them, we need to have the right facilities to do that. I want to share with you some glad tidings, and honestly, a lot of credit goes to all our educational leaders who are here today, Sheikh Atanani, Sheikh Abdul Hamid, Sister Meha, and Sister Sumaya, who's not here, and Sheikh Yusuf Bakir. A brilliant thing that they did, and a lot of credit goes to them, this school year. They're not looking at just doing programs anymore. They're looking at to see what's happening to the individuals who are actually attending these programs. So now we're looking at those who attended the camp, and we're saying that it's Brother Basil's son, who's 14 years. And this was his behavior, and this is Sarah, and this is Maryam, and this is what we need to do with these individuals to make them be even better. So we're shifting the focus from just saying that we're doing events. We're shifting the kind of the microscope and say that it doesn't matter what the event is. The Weekend School and the Darul Quran and all these names are now being kind of like unshackled to say we're looking on the progress of these individuals. So the hope is, and we're actually looking at data and information, we found that ICPC is extremely blessed that the highest attendees at ICPC what's their age group? At least the data that we have are 8 years old. They're the ones that actually register for programs, not the ones who comes for Jummah and whatnot, right? Those who register for programs. So we want to make sure that we take those who are 8 years old and actually retain them till they're 18. But now we're actually looking at exact individuals. And I don't know if we can bring that graph up, but if we can, that's fine. We have the kind of like some interesting data to show you on that. Thank you so much for giving us the assurance that this is where the community wants us to go, or at least a member of the community. But we want to make sure that we're getting some other comments, because it seems like I'm having a community dialogue between two community members. Where's the rest of the people? I'll come back to you. I guess so. No more buying me lunch if you share with your comments, inshallah. And brother Abu Omar. No, you're the only Abu Omar here. Okay, and Brother Khalid, I will let you warm up a little bit, but I'm waiting for some nice questions. Just because since you walked in, we're discussing our fourth area of focus, which is community development. And we want to hear from our community members, how can we do this area of focus better? That we did three town hall meetings since December of last year, and we went through all these areas of focus, and this is a time for community development. Dr. Saad.
Picking up on the brother's point here, and our concern as parents, all of us, is that the Islamic schools, have we ever really thought about, I'm talking about the Islamic schools or subdivision of that, would think about having a charter school, and I have done enough research on that, and myself I was about to actually, but I shifted, got a little bit busy, and we can actually, in charter school, this misconception about it, it is a public school managed by individuals where they can dictate their rules in a way, and also after school programs that can be managed religiously, whatever that might be the case, and that is by the law and legal 100% after school programs. Within the school programs, if we as Muslims can have such an identity, which is a charter school that is paid by our tax money, that we can go by it, however we manage it, the way we as owners think it is the best fit and the interest of the students. This is something that is very crucial, and I hope that you take a note of it in terms of that with regards to the charter school. And I really would love to talk to the brothers, whoever in charge in the Islamic schools, to really start shifting the idea, because the financial burden and everybody, it really prevents a lot of the people to actually put their kids in the Islamic environment.
Fair, excellent point.
I'm so sorry, but it's a total loss to the community. I mean, if you think about it just in a business map, forget like put religion and everything else to the side.
We won't,
Islamic
but
centers, yeah, listen, I mean, Islamic centers, big, I mean, they don't have, they're not part of any ministry or from the government.
Right.
They don't get funds from the government. It's
Right.
based on donations, correct?
right.
Now, if we continue to lose these individuals to just not change the faith, but shift away from the faith,
Right.
no connection whatsoever, we're losing donations here.
Yeah.
So where's the Islamic Center going to be? Poor financial status, right? Because who
Inshallah.
basically gives the people that can, right? Who are like, God, mashallah, and al-Kul.
Right.
We have, as I said, I'm going to return to the first point, which is basically invest in individuals.
Fair. Inshallah. Brothers, I'm going to start calling people out, inshallah. Can I do that? So we want those who did not share with us to share with us before we come to an end, inshallah, something that you truly want us as an organization to focus on and to make it its top priority when it comes to community development, in addition to a lot of the great ideas that we heard here today. So we don't want to make everyone to tell us something, but I want everyone to tell us something, inshallah. So inshallah, Brother Abu Tawfiq, close the doors. No, we're not closing the doors. It's a fire hazard, but in there, no one is going home. We're going to take your shoes. So something. Share with us your ideas. Like what Ibrahim Askam shared with us, kind of unlock your imagination. Maryam, are you ready? I think you have something very good to say. I'm sure. Those Filali genes are good, I know. Having security. And no one was in the office? I'm going to take that with Sister Rana and Sister Dia when offline. I don't know why you guys were in the office. Thank you, Maria. Thank you so much. What else, inshallah? Part of what we need to do as a community. So we understood that We need to invest in individuals. A good project, which is charter schools. The community center is always it's a big one. What else, inshallah? I think there's coordinating the after school, the Arabic after school program, coordinating with the schools in our ecosystem to instill our values, again, to refocus on the individuals. These are all great ideas. Really, we really appreciate that. What else? Our dear brother, what's your name? Yes. Noor. How can we develop the community, Noor? Can you think of anything right now? So I want you, before we leave, because I saw them already, they towed your shoe away, so I'm just kidding. Your shoes are safe, inshallah. I guess if
We need to create more better book lists. We need to create libraries to bring our own knowledge, Islamic knowledge, easily to our kids and to our families.
hmm,
Because again, many factors do involve people not being able to read, not being able to pick up a good book or get a good book and share that love. Uh, I had an old lady recently asking me, oh, I would like to read more about Islam, not to change, but just to gain more knowledge about what it is and who are Muslims. So can you recommend me some books? But on the top of my head or just on my own self, I didn't want to do that. I want more reliable sources to be able to provide me with that so that I can, or maybe give them
right.
these are the books. Or maybe if we had the library, I would like, okay, I'm getting these books from the library. You can read it, and when you are done, you can return it to me, and I can put it back into the library or something like that.
So let me ask everyone here, and I want to see with a show of hands. Do you all think it will be a beneficial project and part of the community development for us to have a dedicated space like Barnes and Nobles or Starbucks where people can sit down and just read, and something very similar to on Bookstore on Main Street, on Clifton Ave here? Who thinks it's a good idea? Raise your hand. Now raise your hand up high. Don't be shy. It's a good idea or not? Who thinks, I don't think this idea, people are going to come to the library? Raise your hand. Okay.
Because I have just something
A
to
tweak to it?
yeah. Since it's gonna be like a library, I think we should have someone there full time after school to observe our kids who are coming to do their homework in that place.
Okay.
And get them closer to the masjid and also close to the environment of the masjid. So they are coming to the masjid while they are waiting for the program to start or after they are done with the program, they can go there. But we need someone to be there for them, to educate them, to talk to them, and also put aside volunteers day by day, so they get benefits from the time being there.
Right. But you're,
But for those who are for the adults, yeah, it could be a good place for them to go.
okay. Who's against the idea? Doesn't think that it will work?
I'm
Wh-
not against this idea, but right now the kids, they are cutting back to read the book. Even they are not going to the normal libraries. As a parent, as a teacher, you will observe, they are not giving that much time to the books. They love to read electronically. They are more modified. So I think it's a good idea, but practically I think it won't work.
So you're saying that
It's a good idea for us. We
the,
love to read the books, but new generation, they want to spend time with computers, laptop, iPad, and they want to read on their phone. All the books are in their hands
right.
mostly.
But if the idea we're saying that we're not talking about what they're going to read exactly, either a book or on an iPad, but offering them a space to do that. Are you with the space?
Yes, yes.
With the space itself?
So
Sister Donna.
My idea is that if we were to develop the youth center and we had different activities within the youth center, and we can have that as as a space for as an option for different youth to be able to visit it. So that way, if they're there, they're doing basketball, they're doing swimming, and then they can visit it as an option. Maybe that can draw and attract them as a different option.
Fair.
Yes, but the community center
Yeah.
has to happen. If we have that place, I think everybody, even the parents, will come and they will find there
What they need.
what they need there.
Yeah.
They have even they have gym. Their children have also programs and so on. So I think community center, which we plan to do 10 years, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I think we have to put it on the hub.
And
And we have to make it as our hub challenge.
yeah. Yeah.
It is the challenge for not for the board or for it is for the community.
Yeah.
The community has to come forward for that issue, and I believe that we are very high because of this.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately we don't have gym for our children, we don't have gym for our sisters, we don't have pool for our community, we don't have basketball place for. We need that not very badly, very 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 badly.
Yeah. Fair. Sister Dia.
Right now we have 10 minutes roughly.
10 minutes to. What time is it? Oh, okay. Thank you.
Can I ask
We'll
something?
finish in 5. Yes, please. And then we go back to the sister.
I believe the youth center will also solve a community problem, and that's attracting different people to the masjid.
Mm.
So we do have a community right now that is attracted to the masjid because of the programming that we offer. But I also feel that there are large numbers of Muslims that we aren't reaching out
Yeah.
to. And I think the youth center will be able to solve that problem initially to help bring them in. And as we go along, as they come, they will be able to see what Islam is about and what our religion is really about.
Excellent. Sister.
Yeah, I think we need to create more volunteer work and Saturday and Sunday because when the kids grow up, 13, 14 years, so they don't want to come only for study. And meanwhile, they have a lot of time, but they are not usually, have job or something. So, in between 2, 3 years, they move back from the masjid in those years. So they don't have any attraction.
Vocational
What,
training kind of thing.
what is, what, I'm sorry, what is the age group that you refer to?
13, 14 years.
So they lose interest in the programs, but we need to get them involved in the volunteerism.
Yeah,
Fair.
Saturday and Sunday.
Excellent. Excellent.
And I know a lot of people, they are very interested to bring their kids, even mosque the mosque. Don't worry about that, but they want to bring their kids, and their kids are,
Come clean the masjid day type of thing.
yeah, anything.
We have, and we have, to be very honest with you, we have a lot of needs, a lot of things that we need to get done, and everyone works till late nights and whatnot to get things done. I think maybe you're right. Maybe we're not asking enough.
Yeah,
We're not.
send them emails. Everybody is getting emails, and on the email they have the idea what kind of a job, are designated,
Yeah.
doing in that area, and they will come forward.
And I want to just refer everyone to Sister Mirvat, who's sitting in the back. She's in charge of recruiting all the volunteers, and that kind of just became her homework right now. Okay, to define what we want and reach out to the community to say, we need help with this. Why don't your son come and help our brother Abu Muhammad in the bookstore? Come and help us with all these books and put price on it. We need someone to do that or help us. Yeah, great. We'll do that, inshallah. And your kids are the first to come, inshallah. They're already volunteering. We're going to make them do more. Child labor, I guess. Sure. I will come back to you, inshallah. Go ahead.
So basically, putting the pieces of the puzzle together, he has a great idea right there. Start a school.
Yeah.
Funded by the state, no financial burden. You could use the facility for after business hours.
Yeah.
As a community center.
Yeah.
You have a gym, you have a playground, you have all that kind of stuff. So there's less financial service. You put them together, you get a nice product.
How do you think we can?
You're
Yeah.
basically investing
Right.
in these, helping the rest of the community who cannot afford bringing kids to Islamic schools to go to school for free.
Yeah.
And we just want to invest in you as an individual.
So let me ask you a question. how many people in our community? So we get around 12,000 people that pray with us Salat al-Eid. How many of them you think they would disagree with investing in individuals and having a community center?
My personal opinion, if you do not invest in an
No, I'm saying that, I'm not saying you. I guess I'm saying how many of those individuals would disagree with investing in individuals and having a community center?
I doubt it.
Zero, right? So, good. So the right answer is zero, okay? So we know that it's 100% of a communal need. The second big challenge, how do you move this 12,000 people to tell them, this is our shared goal, let's rally all our efforts to it? How do you think we can do that?
We could invite them to a meeting just like this.
Good.
And you'll see the turnaround. Look at the turnout here. People, basically, what this tells me, to be honest with you, personal opinion again,
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Our individuals in our community are losing interest. Because
Yes.
if they were interested, you'll see like a whole bunch of people.
So they're losing interest in what?
And like they're losing interest in how much
Yeah.
the center could do for them.
They're losing trust in the
They're losing. I don't want to say it.
But you can trade. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tell me something I don't know. In other words, you know what I mean?
Not the trust, more than trust in
I don't want to say trust. Exactly. It's like, what are you doing for me? It's like, okay, I want to go. Like, in other words, I mean, you don't want to go to the masjid, do the couple moves you're doing, and then go home and done. You need to actually work it. You need to bake it. Action. Make it into your exactly your action.
So
Translate what you learned from the mosque.
yeah.
into
So
your behavior.
so what made Brother Basil come today?
Because I really wanted to bring my point.
Excellent. How can we
I let it go for like so many times. To be honest, it was like, you know what? I was just honestly, I was just like that. You know what? Let it go. It's okay. I don't want to stand out. How many? Because honestly, because unfortunately, I have my personal life. I have my own responsibilities towards my family, for myself.
no? Yeah.
But how many times? Probably this is the first time I actually see an email that came to me and says, "Oh, there's a community you want to
Dialogue. Yes.
Exactly.
Now, are you ready to come to the next one?
Inshallah.
Good.
Absolutely.
But and my question.
Why? Because I truly want to make a difference.
And Brother Basil, the also what I was hoping to reach is that I wanted to know what moved you from saying, yeah, sure, I don't want to go, because if we now, and I'm saying us, if we can figure out how that happened with Brother Basil, we can actually do it with the whole 12,000 to say we need everyone here.
My kids were in public school.
Right.
Literally, they were actually in the one on Oak Street.
They work.
They were.
Like the sister said.
Public school. Yes. I go, you know what? And then it was actually like it was up to fifth grade, as a matter of fact. And then sixth grade, which is my oldest son, at that time, he was going to get transferred to Christopher Columbus
Right.
school. I'm like, and then I asked about Christopher Columbus. What goes on there? I'm like, you know what? Even if I don't eat, no, I went to my wife. I was like, listen, no meat, like what we say in back home. No meat, no chicken, no whatever.
Just go vegan.
We have,
Vegan.
like, canned food and bread. We just have to put these kids into public school.
Right.
I'm sorry, Islamic school. That's
Right.
it, within our faith. Because basically, my investment is in my kids. If I put the money on the side and let them go in the school, save the money for them. Once they graduate, God forbid, I don't know where they're going to be, and then they come take, and then done. So I go, you know what? The true investment, and now this is their action. This is their reaction, as a matter of fact. They came home from school, Islamic school. They were, as a matter of fact, to be specific, Noble,
Right.
great school. They came home.
Right.
Say after a month, we sat down, dinner. By the way, we don't. I insist that we have to have the whole family has to have dinner together.
MashaAllah.
Just for family bond.
MashaAllah.
Okay? Bismillah, mashallah, alhamdulillah. So, you know what they said? They said, how come you didn't bring us to that school? Since we went to school, we don't want to know about the school. How come you didn't do this a long time ago?
MashaAllah. MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
May
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect them, inshallah.
MashaAllah, they actually comprehend Quran more than me.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah.
Now, why don't we do this for the people that cannot afford it?
So,
But it is not easy. We work with Dr. For long work. It needs a lot of money, a lot of work. But I think, alhamdulillah, Doctor, it is started, inshallah.
Mm.
To collect more information. And so we hope that, inshallah, one day it will be reduced.
And so just to close on that, so you saw. So you saw that alhamdulillah, we reached out to say that there's a community dialogue, and then you, as a parent, you felt that it's extremely important for you to start sharing your thoughts. And I think, and as the Sheikh asked you, and I would echo that we'd want to always see you in these settings, but more importantly now, how many WhatsApp groups you have? Probably a million WhatsApp groups. A lot, right? The ones that. So we want, inshallah, next time, the circles that we're all in, not only Brother Bassett, everyone, we truly need to have the community share with us their feedback, share with us what they're facing, share with us their aspirations, and then hopefully, inshallah, if us as a community, we all have that same sense of urgency that you have. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect you, because you might be the source of inspiration for another parent, and you might be just the right program that we need to do here, just for people to come. Yeah. So Jazakallah khair for coming, and everyone, for that matter. I saw Brother Abu Omar, you had a question? Yes.
I don't have a question, but I have some say.
Please.
Well, actually, I have a question, and I have a question about the plan by railway, and that the masjid or ICPC on. What happened to that?
So that was what I was mentioning to Sheikh Abdul Hamid. There's a lot of work that is happening on it to hopefully get the zoning and get the permits for the building. But there isn't any updates that I can share right now with everyone.
Okay.
And now the thing that you wanted to share.
The thing I want to say, if you know, as you like the chairman or the president of the masjid, you know, you have all of these ideas, and you know what the community needs. I don't think you need to have everybody like come in. You could do that, but since now you know, and you're gonna have to have like something like this, you know what the community needs. The sheikh said about the community center and youth center, and we are behind. What we have to do, you have to go back and study why we are behind. You could maybe share or check with other cities like Dallas, Chicago, somewhere in California. How did they succeed?
Right.
I think another thing also, we have for the last 29, 30 years, you have different boards. Now, what you should do, every board comes and they have different agenda, different priorities. You need to plan something, you should carry this all the time. Don't just put ideas one board, 3 years, 4 years, then other board comes and they have different ideas. So we have to have, continuity of this.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna keep saying that we're behind, we're gonna have how many? We have to think big. We just can't, every time we buy a building and we make it community center. It's not gonna work. And we have seen this all over the tri-state area. It's not going to work. I mean, this is for like some place that they don't have so many people, so many Muslims. But you're talking about here around the tri-state area or New Jersey and New York. Let's say New Jersey, at least 300,000 Muslims here. So you have to think big and start planning it. It takes you 5 years, 10 years. But in the future, you know you're going to do something good. Because if you think about now and a year from now, you're going to buy a house or a building, it's not going to be good after 5 and 10 years. So we have to think big now. We're enough of thinking just a small house here, a small house there. It's not going to, from my opinion, it's not going to work. We have to think something, that's more than that. And just keep it on the board, keep it on the agenda, keep working on it.
Right.
And it takes a while. Thank you for starting.
Wa inshallah. We're right on time. So I just wanted to say something about I'm part of. I started with a board and then a new board was elected, and I can certainly assure you one of the things that I was personally extremely inspired by with the current board that we have right now at ICPC, which was this full review and adoption to the things that the previous board started and building on it. So I witnessed, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, a board who said that a lot of this stuff started 3 years ago, let's build on it, and they actually have a plan between 2018 to 2023, inshallah. So we will be sharing that also with the General Assembly, bismillah.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tested us with that land. But unfortunately, we were tested with the gate and garbage people around that area. The garbage people, not only the garbage which you have there.
I know what you're saying.
Many garbage people, wallahi, who went to the city and to the FBI. Don't let them to build your center there.
I know.
Some of them are Muslims.
I know.
They came, the FBI came to me and they told me that they said, don't let them to have that building because they will build masjid there. And so on. So unfortunately, we have garbage there. I think the community has to help the board to have that youth center or community center. Wallahi, we did everything that maybe any other community in the country has done and more. Unfortunately, we were tested.
I agree with you.
Unfortunately, very bad people with bad intention. But I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us if we can do it there to do it somewhere else. So I think this is the community center is our goal, but it doesn't matter where to be. So and my advice to my brothers in the board and the brother Omar, if we have any other place that can be good and bigger even than that area, bigger than that area, I urge that.
Yeah. Yes, please.
The reason I ask you about that because I saw some building there. It's like they built something.
No, it's not there. That's their land. That's their land. Yeah. No, that's their land. That's our property doesn't intersect with that.
Because they have their trucks there too.
No, the trucks is one thing, but the building it's outside of our land. The trucks is yes in our property, and we open that as a gesture for them to park. Yes.
Is the masjid renting some of that space?
That we will have this conversation now offline, inshallah, because of that. Then, inshallah, bismillah. Jazakumullah khair. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We thank everyone who made it. Jazakumullah khair, brothers, for coming. And inshallah, we see you on our next town hall, the last one in the year. It's going to be in December, inshallah, in Patterson, bismillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
أذن لنا شيخ الله يحفظك
الله ينور. أنا عاوز الشيخ يبين إن شاء الله.
وين هذا بروح شيخ؟ هناك في كون الله يرحم والديه. الله